Dark ocean waters, massive oil tankers frozen in place, fighter jets crossing the sky, world leaders in emergency meetings. Tonight, the world is watching the Middle East with fear and cautious hope. The United States and Iran say peace talks are making progress. But the Strait of Hormuz, the artery of global oil trade, is still nearly shut down. One wrong move could crash markets, trigger energy shortages, and pull multiple nations into a larger war. So, is peace finally close? Or is this just the calm before another storm? The conflict between the United States and Iran didn't begin overnight. For decades, tensions have existed over Iran's nuclear program, U.S. sanctions, military influence in the Middle East, Iran-backed militias across the region. But in recent months, those tensions exploded into direct confrontation. Airstrikes, drone attacks, naval blockades, cyber warfare, and regional proxy battles pushed the Middle East to the brink. Oil markets panicked. Shipping companies rerouted vessels. Insurance costs skyrocketed. And then came the biggest shock of all. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most important waterways on Earth. Almost 1/5 of the world's oil supply normally passes through this narrow route between Iran and Oman. If the strait closes, global energy markets can collapse within days. That's exactly why the situation became so dangerous. Even after a fragile ceasefire, most commercial shipping still cannot safely pass through the strait. Tankers remain stuck, global oil traders are nervous, and military ships continue to patrol the region. Now, behind closed doors, intense diplomacy is underway. According to multiple reports, Pakistan has become a major mediator between Washington and Tehran. Pakistani military chief General Asim Munir recently held high-level meetings with Iranian officials as negotiators worked on a possible memorandum of understanding, essentially a roadmap toward ending the war. Sources say the proposed deal may happen in 3 stages. Stage 1. A formal end to active military conflict. Stage 2. Reducing tensions around the Strait of Hormuz and gradually reopening shipping lanes. Stage 3. Launching a 30-day negotiation window for a broader long-term agreement involving sanctions, security guarantees, and Iran's nuclear program. This is the first time in months that both sides are publicly acknowledging progress. The U.S. position remains tough. American officials say Iran must prevent nuclear weapon development, guarantee safe international shipping, reduce military escalation in the Gulf, stop threatening allied nations. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said progress has been made, but warned that major differences still remain. President Donald Trump has also reportedly warned that if talks fail, military action could resume. That means the ceasefire is still extremely fragile. Iran says its nuclear program is peaceful and civilian-based. Tehran is demanding removal of U.S. sanctions, an end to shipping restrictions, access to frozen overseas assets, recognition of Iran's regional security concerns. Iranian leaders also say they do not trust Washington after years of pressure and military threats. At the same time, Iran is refusing to fully reopen the Strait of Hormuz until broader guarantees are reached. That is the central issue keeping global markets nervous. This isn't just a Middle East story. If the strait remains blocked, oil prices can surge worldwide. Gasoline prices could rise sharply. Global shipping costs may increase. Inflation could worsen in multiple countries. Stock markets may become unstable. Countries in Asia and Europe are especially worried because many depend heavily on Gulf oil exports. Even a partial shutdown creates massive uncertainty. That's why global powers, including Gulf nations and international shipping organizations, are pressuring both sides to reach a deal fast. Right now, analysts believe 3 possible outcomes exist. Scenario 1, successful peace deal. The ceasefire expands. Shipping resumes. Oil markets stabilize. Sanctions talks begin. This would calm global markets almost immediately. Scenario 2, temporary pause. Both sides delay major attacks, but tensions remain unresolved. This is considered the most likely short-term outcome. Scenario 3, talks collapse. If negotiations fail, military strikes could restart within days. And if that happens, the Middle East could enter an even larger regional war. Around the world, governments are watching carefully. Energy traders, investors, military leaders, and diplomats all understand one reality. What happens in the Strait of Hormuz affects the entire global economy. That's why every headline, every meeting, and every statement from Washington or Tehran is moving international markets in real time. And despite the hopeful language coming from negotiators, nobody is celebrating yet. Because one mistake could erase all diplomatic progress overnight. Narrator, slow dramatic tone. For now, the guns are quieter. Diplomats are talking. And the world is hoping this conflict finally moves toward peace. But the Strait of Hormuz remains tense, warships still patrol the Gulf, and trust between the United States and Iran remains dangerously fragile. The next few days may decide whether the Middle East steps back from the edge or falls into an even bigger crisis. If you want deep global analysis, breaking geopolitical updates, and powerful world news coverage, subscribe now to World Pulse News. Because the stories shaping the world are changing faster than ever.